If you've seen a Coen Brothers film, chances are you've seen the name Roderick Jaynes in the credits. Roderick has been editing for the Coen Brothers since their first film, Blood Simple, which came out in 1984.
Don't come around here anymore. If I need you, I'll know what rock to turn over.
That's good. You know, what rock to turn over? That's very, very good.
However, no one ever saw Mr. Jaynes at any of the Coens' premieres. When asked, the Coens described him as a cantankerous British chap in his late 80s or 90s. A biography for Jaynes in a press brief stated, Roderick Jaynes began his career minding the tea cart at Shepperton Studios in the 1930s. The UK native eventually moved into the editing department. He remains widely admired in the film industry for his impeccable grooming and is the world's foremost collector of Margaret Thatcher nudes, many of them drawn from life. In 1996, Jaynes was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Editing for his work on Fargo. That year, Jaynes was also included on Entertainment Weekly's list of the smartest people in Hollywood. Jaynes didn't make it to the Oscars that year, and when the press asked the Coens about his whereabouts, they indicated that he was back at home in Haywards Heath watching cricket. The next time Jaynes was nominated for an Academy Award was in 2008 for No Country for Old Men. This time, the Academy asked him to submit a photo.
Christopher Rouse for The Bourne Ultimatum. Dylan Titchener for There Will Be Blood. Roderick Jaynes for No Country for Old Men.
After a bit of research, it was discovered that this is actually a photo of Mike Disfarmer, a legendary Southern Gothic photographer. So who actually is Roderick Jaynes? The closest that Jaynes has ever come to giving an interview is an article he wrote for The Guardian in 2001. The very last sentence reveals the truth. Roderick Jaynes is a figment of the imagination of Ethan and Joel Coen. Now it's widely recognized that Roderick Jaynes is in fact the Coen brothers, and they edit all of their own work. However, the Coens haven't given up completely on the joke. They still try to make Jaynes seem like a real person. For example, before the 1996 Oscars, the Coens convinced Albert Finney to attend the event disguised as Roderick Jaynes. However, the organizers of the event found out and prevented it from happening. Jaynes also wrote the introduction for a book of the Coens' collected screenplays, where he calls the directors people patently ignorant of the simplest mechanics of film construction. So why use the fake name? When asked about it directly, Joel Coen has said that they created the pseudonym because there were already enough Coens in the credits of our movies.